Hello, happy Sunday or Monday whenever I upload this. We are in the woods. If you see a mysterious yellow object flying around in the background, that's Finn. He's got his rope thing in the trees, which you saw last week. I'm just letting him cut around in the background, and I'm going to get on and do some ration stuff. So this week I'm not going to be doing a load of stuff all in one video. I'm going to be having a couple more meals from the Polish Ration that we started last week, where I had the canned bacon thing. This week I have rusks, pork knuckle, and the chicken and cheese sauce, which I'm the least excited about, if I'm honest. Chicken in a can is not necessarily it's not what gets me going anyway. I'm also going to be doing a review while I'm out here, but I'm going to do that in a separate video, so you don't have to sit through me doing an entire review in this video. And anyone who's interested in the review of the Bushbox doesn't have to sit through the rest of this video. It's lovely today. Absolutely beautiful. Let me share the view I've got. Not too shabby, eh? It's a little bit cool, but it's not too cold. I'm sporting the Michael Jackson look again this week, but that is for accidental reasons. I did bring 2 gloves into the woods this week. They were clipped to my belt and one of them has gone somewhere. And the problem is with dark colours like browns and blacks is that at this time of year, that is also what colour the floor is. So yeah, if you see me wearing one glove, it's not a new trend I'm trying to start, it's just because I've lost one. That idiot. Hey bud. He's out of range of my bush box this week because he kept trying to dig holes under it. So he's just a bit behind me. But I'm sure that he will keep himself busy with mischief. So this week, breakfast is going to be that. I'm not going to try and say it, but that is pork knuckle. I'm assuming this is going to be like a terrine pate sort of thing again, which I just put on things. I have crisp breads, 7 of them, and I have these, which I thought were going to be a sort of sweet biscuit of some kind, but these are the rusks. I used the translate thing on my phone. These are rusks. And I'm wondering if this is what you're supposed to put the pork knuckle and stuff on. I don't know. Well, we're going to try it anyway. I'm going to try one of each. I've also bought cutlery. And I bought this, which I wasn't sure of last week. And I'm still not entirely sure. But this, I used the Google Translate camera thing on my phone. And I think it's just like mixed dried fruit, which you can either add water into to rehydrate, or you can just have it as like a dried fruit crispy snack. So we might have a go on this as well. Little cutlery set, because I got 4 in the main ration pack. I'm going to start straight away with the breakfast thing, because I'm hungry. I haven't had anything yet this morning, apart from a coffee. Smells like a can of processed jellied meat. So that is a rusk, just like a type of hardtack, I guess, a hard biscuit cracker if you're American, I guess. Oh boy, yeah, it's certainly hard. Reminds me a wee bit of biscuits brown that you get in the British ration packs. I've not tried one from I don't think I've tried one in the newer packs, but in the older the old GP ration packs, they used to have biscuits brown in all of them. Yeah, they bunged you up. I assume this is what this is for as well. So I was watching a Simon, a bloke in the woods video a couple of days ago, because he had a Polish Ration pack as well. I was trying to find somebody else who'd eaten it to see if I was eating it right. And he had a pate of some kind, like the pork knuckle or the bacon or whatever, and he took slices out of it while it was in the can, rather than kind of mashing it up and then spreading it. And he might be onto something there. So, oh, disaster. Of all the things I needed in this pack today, having told you what I was about to do, we have a failure. Oh no! We have a failure. That was the knife that I was going to use to slice the pate and things. So, failure. That's one mark down for Polish ration pack, I'm afraid. Thankfully I have this. Pow! Which is probably going to do a much better job of cutting it anyway. So let's give this a go. Shall I try and just cut a slice out the middle? There we go. Kind of got a slice out. Looks just like tinned ham, really. I know that pork knuckle might sound not very nice to a lot of people, but some of these things are the best parts of the pig. We're just a bit too squeamish about it. I'm going to try it on a rusk first. I have a feeling these are going to feel a bit too dense and crunchy to be that nice, but we'll try crisp bread afterwards. Oh. Ah. You know what, that's actually not bad. Texture-wise very tough and crunchy, and it did disintegrate a bit. However, let me see if I can show you. You can see the little thing there, that looks like a fennel seed. And I got a taste of fennel when I bit into it. So actually the seasoning in the rusk, the seasoning in the rusk complements the pork knuckle quite well. Pork knuckle itself is quite nice. Quite salty, not over salty, but there's definitely salt in it, which will be good if you're exerting yourself a lot. It's obviously a high fat content, high protein content, so it's going to keep you full of energy and warmth for the day or the night. And it tastes pretty nice. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Let's get my big bold bonce out. I think I'll probably end up having another rusk. Rusk number 2. I'm just going to use my hands, and I'll regret it later. See, it's got chunks of meat in there. I do think you need quite strong and healthy teeth for these. If you've got problems with your teeth, it might be a bit tough, because they are quite tough to bite into, the rusks. Right. Let's get it on a crisp bread. I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. And also that this is going to taste very, very similar indeed to the bacon thing on a crisp bread. They are very similar. It's kind of processed canned pork. So similarities are abundant. I also think, I know you're not going to be watching this, Simon a Bloke in the Woods. Well, I don't think you are. I think that he was right with the slicing it in the tin. Chopping it up was, at home I'd probably do that, but here when you're trying to hold it and chop it and not lose any, and then balance it on a biscuit. The slicing is easier. Oh no, I lost a crisp bread. Well, half of one. I think if you've got problems with your teeth, or like brittle teeth, or you've missing teeth, or whatever, these would be the better option. But flavour-wise, the rusks are the better option, I think. That is my official opinion as of now. Just because the rusks are nicely seasoned. You've got that sort of lovely fennel taste in there, you've got a bit more seasoning in them, I think. These taste very much like Ryvita. You ever had Ryvita? Well, that jelly, it looks like dog food, doesn't it? Best bit. Now, as emeritus professors everywhere would say, that were it, nice that. Good. Happy days. Clean my kniffy off. Now what, I'm going to switch hats. I'm going to go back to my shrunken wool hat. So I haven't got any insulation naturally on my head anymore. I met somebody the other week at, it was actually at Candy Corner, and I met him there. Obviously it was cold, so I was all dressed up like this, and he had a look at my YouTube channel and he saw one of my videos, and he looked at me and he goes, "Are you fucking bald?" My hat had been hiding my secret. You're bald. Yes, I am. I am hemispherically hair challenged. Hemispherically challenged. No, that's not it. All my hair migrated to the southern hemisphere of my big head, probably for warmer climates. And who can believe it? Now, I will complain this week. I'm going to register a formal complaint with the woodland that this log is not quite as high as the other one, and therefore less comfortable. And honestly, I'm not sure it's acceptable. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get to doing my other video, which is the Bushbox review. So if you're interested in the Bushbox and how that performs and what my thoughts are on it, go ahead and have a watch of that. If it's already up, I'll put a link somewhere down there. But other than that, I'm going to make a cup of tea because I am also thirsty as well as cold. Hello, little boy. Hello. What? What? Mr. Bounty? Do you mind? Here's a good boy. Well done. I'm Michael Jacksoned again. Not in a weird Neverland Ranch kind of way. I've done my other video, so I've got the Bushbox going. And that means I can finally make a cup of tea featuring mug und water mit ein Teabag. You can see it's a bit cool. It's not freezing though. I'm just whining. I'm just whining. Tea! I'm chatting shit and not doing what I said I was going to do. What a surprise. I hope you're sitting down, viewers, because that was unexpected, wasn't it? Me chatting shite rather than doing the thing I said I was going to do for the past 10 minutes. ADHD for the win. I still think that they shouldn't make those look quite so much like tea bags. Don't tell me I've fucked it. Don't tell me I've done myself. Not gonna have coffee, am I? Ugh. I do like coffee, but not ration coffee. I might have to, you know. I might have done myself dirty. Done myself dirty, ladies and gentlemen. 2 wet wipes, which I thought were tea bags. And I wouldn't want to exaggerate or anything, but it has absolutely ruined my entire life. I do like fresh coffee. I'm not really a fan of instant coffee. Oh maybe I should have thought about that when I forgot to bring any tea. I think I got this out of a French ration. Instant cafe, premium quality coffee. I feel that premium quality coffee might turn out to be not entirely true. It's going to be a disappointing meal in general, isn't it? Instant coffee and a can of chicken and cheese sauce. I noticed in last week's video I rubbed my face after touching the Bushbox and had a big black stain on my face for the rest of the video, so I hope you all enjoyed that. It's all part of the expert videography experience that I like to provide. There we go, 12:26, that was 4 minutes to get the water boiling. Not bad. Right, disappointment coffee. Here we go. Smells like instant coffee. Looks like instant coffee. You don't get very much. I was in a French ration though, and they have small coffees, don't they? Maybe it's meant to be like an espresso. If I was drinking proper coffee, I'd probably have it black or I'd have a flat white. But I forgot to bring my espresso machine and my milk steamer with me. I know. So instead, I'm just going to have a little bit of whitener in there, and I'm going to have some sugar in there to try and make it less gross. So it'll be a sweet coffee. Sweet, totally sweet, man. Oh, there is no spoon. Cheers. Smells like instant coffee. You know what, it's better than a kick in the balls, isn't it? I'm going to have to remove 2 British points from the tally for forgetting tea. Hopefully the king will forgive me and I will not be beheaded at the Tower of London. Should we just get it over with? Am I procrastinating and just delaying the inevitable? The dreaded canned chimkin. Finn's just eating the words, don't worry about it. I like the fact they come with these plastic caps so you can close them again afterwards and you can use it as a little... You can use it as a little tray, plate. Ugh. It does look a bit like something you'd find on the pavement outside a club at about 2 AM. But it doesn't smell bad, as in like it doesn't smell off. It certainly smells edible. So let's pop this on. The whitener has done something horrific in my coffee. Look at this. It's got fucking lumps in. Ugh. Look at that. Crikey. That chicken is bubbling already. Crikey Moses. Coffee's gone all minging again. Yeah, it's like... You see it's all lumpy. Don't think the whitener agreed with it. Now all I can do really is just hope that the chicken's not horrible. You know, I'm going to try the coffee first. Get it over with. It's so lumpy. It looks like if you stir up a particularly horrible looking puddle, Tastes a bit like it as well, I think. It's a no from me. I'm out. First impressions, let's be fair. Yes, it does look a bit like SIG. However, it smells alright. It smells quite savoury, bit of cheese. It smells a little bit like a chicken soup. And the chunks of chicken you get in there are ludicrous. Like, you get an entire chicken breast in there. In a couple of bits, but look at that. State of that. It's like half a chicken breast. Oh boy, that's hot. Ah, oh, be brave. We're good. So you get a lot of chicken in there. This and the kielbasa from last week, the amount of protein you get in there is really, really impressive. For a ration, they are not skimping at all. So it is just proper chicken breast. It's not like a, you know, like in the MREs you get like a shaped thing that is actually just reconstituted into that shape. This is actually chicken breast. Like, not bad chicken breast. It's alright. The sauce it's in does actually taste a bit like a cream of chicken soup as well. It's sort of a cream of chicken soup with, I can see a couple of bits floating in it of carrot or something, tiny little bits. But mostly it's just the chicken breast and the sauce. Again, it tastes like it's got a fairly decent sodium content as well. So this will be good for rehydrating you with the electrolytes you need, that sort of stuff. The chicken itself, big chunks, whole chicken breast. And then it's kind of just floating in soup. Would I say this is the favourite thing I've ever eaten? No. Is it as bad as I expected it to be? No. The quality of the chicken in there is really impressive. Like a big couple of chunks of proper chicken breast. Fairly well seasoned. I'd probably put a bit of pepper and stuff in there, but otherwise okay. The sauce, it's a bit like cream of chicken soup, so if you like that, then you'll probably like this. The kielbasa was definitely my favourite out of the two by a significant amount. This, if I had to have it, I'd be like, oh okay, it's a warm meal, it doesn't taste awful, but otherwise it doesn't really do it for me, this one. Now the tricky thing here is that I think that I don't like this because this is just not the sort of thing I like. I think it could do with a few vegetables or chunks of potato or something in there, just to mix it up a bit rather than just having soup with two big chunks of chicken in. Not much cheese. Cheese content's pretty low. You can taste it, but not much. But I think ultimately this is probably just not the sort of thing that I personally enjoy. Now, if you do like this sort of thing, to get this in a ration out of a can, fair play. So in terms of being fair and objective about it, yes, it is a good ration if you like this sort of thing. In fact, this puts a lot of other army rations to shame. Imagine getting a chunk of chicken that big in a ration. Pure chicken breast. That's impressive. So, in terms of quality, I'd say high. Do I personally like it? Not really. Am I going to eat all of it? No. I don't like to be wasteful, but I do know somebody who might quite like chicken breast though, so I might leave that to cool down and see if I can find him. Let me show you how much chicken breast you get though. So as I said, I know somebody who might be interested in chicken breast. Like, the size of that. You have got pretty much a whole chicken breast, considering I've eaten some as well. You get like a whole chicken breast in there. You know, I'm really impressed so far with the Polish Armed Forces rations. I'm really impressed with the quality, the amount of meat, the amount of protein you get in them. A whole chicken breast in terms of protein content for a ration is pretty, almost unheard of really. And then you look in the kielbasa tin, and that was brilliant as well. That was like jam-packed full of kielbasa. So really impressed. Last but not least, because I didn't finish the chicken thing, I'm going to try this fruit thing. Oh, so yeah, it's like dried fruit. My camera died. I had the dried fruit thing. It was really nice. Really, really nice freeze-dried stuff. So like there's bananas, strawberries, cherries, raspberries, I think, in there. Very, very nice. Can you see that thing? Can you see it? So what I've done is, this looks gross, but I have put the chicken in there, which is just in some water, just to rinse it off, because I'm not sure what else was in that ration, like in the meal, like ingredients wise. I don't want to risk it with Finn, because I suspect he might quite enjoy some chicken. Shall we see if Finn fancies some chimkin? You got yourself all tangled up, bud. You got yourself all tangled up. What about this? Hey, come here. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Honestly, look at this creature. Good boy, well done. There you go, buddy. Well, Finn likes the Polish rations. So between the two of us, I think that we can score it a 20 out of 10. Kielbasa was one of the best ration meals I've ever had last week. I think if you like chicken breast and you like that sort of thing, this one would have been high rated. Finn gives it a 11 out of 10. Come on, bud. So hey, we're both going home full, because I had that pork knuckle earlier, which was pretty good. He's had the chicken. I threw my coffee away because it was disgusting. That wasn't the Polish ration though, that was a mixture of French coffee and British Army whitener. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids. Next week or next time I will bring tea bags. Well, I'm going to get packed up. Hope you enjoyed having a look at the other bits from the ration pack. Hope you enjoyed seeing this doofus, who I know is the real star of the show. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed, please do like, please do subscribe. If you do like my stuff, it really, really helps me out a lot. It helps get the video out to more people as well. And if you don't like it, no offense taken, but Finn will kill you in your sleep. He's like that. I can't do anything about it. See you next time. There's a good boy. Well done, boy. Well, what do you think? Good boy. Good boy. He's fast as fuck, boy.